So welcome everybody. So in this video we're gonna be building a GMT Master 2 Pepsi. So let's take a look at the bezel first. Here we have a couple of bezels. We're gonna be using one of them because I'm gonna build more of this watch. So today we're gonna use only one of them. So one bezel, this is how it looks like, if you can see it. This is a nice bright Pepsi bezel. So we are gonna leave this up here. Then we have the, let's take a look at the watch case. So let's take a look at the watch case. So this is gonna be the watch case. So out of the way. All right, so this is the watch case and bracelet. Here you can hear the clicks. I like it. It's a very nice case and bezel. This is the thickness. Let's see how thick it is. So the watch is 14 millimeters thick. It is a bit on the thick side, but it's a GMT, so it's acceptable, right? Let's check how the crown is. Crown is pretty good. Nice. Here we have also the double-sided tape. The bracelet is nice. It doesn't seem like there is anything wrong with it or that the links are in each other. And let's take a look how it opens. Opens very good, firm. Let's take a look at the click. And it is perfect. So perfect quality over here. And this bracelet also has this adjustable link thing. You can just move it, drag it, for example here, pop it in place, and now it is shorter. So, and on the back it looks like the original Pepsi. So let's close this up. And let's leave the bracelet back in the case so that it doesn't get damaged, right? So now put it back in here, close it, leave it in the side for now. Now let's take a look at the movement. This is NH434, the GMT Seiko movement. Here we go. We can wind it up and the watch is working. Here we can wind it up, the watch is working. Maybe I should turn the light down a little bit here. So what about now? I think this is bright enough. That was a bit too bright. So now the lighting is good and the movement is here. So let's put it outer position. Let's place it in the movement holder over here. And let's put this away for now. And now here we have the dial washer, this little thing, and the crown stem. So let's put them there. And let's take a look at the dial. So the dial is going to be this one and the hands are these one. Let's take out the hands first. Let's take out the hands. So let's take them out. These are the hands. They look absolutely amazing. These are the hands. This is the dial. Take a look at the dial. Let's get this plastic out of the way. So this is the dial. So the dial looks stunning. The dial looks absolutely stunning. All right, absolutely perfectly made. The writing is immaculate. Really the best quality you can get out there. Because I do a lot of builds and I see a lot of watches on a daily basis. So this is top quality over here. Now we need to leave this inside here so that it doesn't get any dust on it. Put it aside for now. Now let's take the movement, place it inside our movement holder. And let's get the dial washer, install it face up so that it points out. So let's grab it. Plastic tweezers are here for the job. I think I got it. I got it. So face up. Sits nice. Whew, that is out of the way. Now let's take the dial back. Let's see where should we remove these pins. So it's gonna be like this, 3 o'clock. And we need to remove this one. So if we put it like this, it's gonna be this one. So this one has to go. Now let's take our pliers. Let's check again so we don't make a mistake. Okay, so this and this. Perfect, so this one. All right, so let's get this out of the way. All right, let's grab it, twist it. And it is out. Now let's see the other one. Which one needs to go out? This one. So let's do the same thing. So let's do the same thing here. Now let's file this down. Both sides at the same time. Or no, better, one at a time. Can you see good there in the camera? Yeah, everything's nice. And just file this one down. Nothing else, all right? Be careful with it, take your time. As always, just gentle. So this is flat. The other one now. Now this one is flat as well. Perfect. Now, wait, mommy. Mommy. Perfect. Now, what we need to do is install this inside the dial. So, I gently blow on it so that the dial washer doesn't get out. So now let's install it. 3 o'clock there. So it is in. Now let's take it out of the movement holder and let's apply some pressure in the ring so that we know it is good installed. Seems to be nice. So everything is good. And we don't want to touch the dial. We want to touch the dial as less as possible, okay? As less as possible. So now this one is done. Let's go to 12 o'clock. Is it this side or is it this side? Let's try. See what side it is. Oh, we're almost there. Now very slowly here, very slowly. All right, we're at 12 o'clock. Now let's put it back in here. Now let's remove the dust. Let's open up the hands. Wow, so much plastic. They really made sure these don't get lost, right? It's always so difficult to remove this plastic. It's more difficult to remove this plastic than to build the watch, if you ask me, I swear. But this one went really well. So let's open them up. See where the opener is. Oh, there's more plastic over here. I swear to God, there's more plastic. So let's see here. Can we open it here? No, is there more plastic? Can we open it, please? Nice, we opened it. So here are the hands. I wish the second hand would fall back too, but leave it there. It doesn't matter. So now let's take a piece of Bragan. Let's take these out of the way. Piece of Bragan. Let's get the GMT hand. So GMT hand goes first. So all right, so GMT hand is on. Let's test it. Let's go back to 12 o'clock. Perfect. Now what we need to do is get the hour's hand. Lightly press it on the Bragan. So now what we need to do is get the hour hand and install it at 12 o'clock. Let's see what we did with our loop. Needs a bit more pushing, if you ask me. And that's perfect. That is perfect. Now let's get the minutes hand. For this one, I need the loop in my eye, so let's see what we did. Needs a bit of fine tuning. Let's see. A bit more. That's too much on that side. A little bit on this side. And it sits perfect. So now all the three hands are up. Oh, this is tight now. Ooh, that was tight. So now let's see. Everything is moving perfectly, as you can see. So now let's go back to 12 o'clock. One more, huh? So back to 12 o'clock. Now what we need to do is install the second hand. Let's go. Now we need the red one. So let's take a look. Sits perfect. And works like a charm. So let's see how the clearance is, huh? With these. So the second hand needs a little bit of adjustment. Just a little bit though. So now I'm just checking for the clearances, making sure, so everything is equally clear now. All right, so the watch is as far done here. Everything is working. And now it is in position number 1. We can move this, move this, move this. The file, we don't need it anymore. Now we need to install the crown stamp. So put it in position. We always need to put it in position number 1. Turn it back. And now get our movement holder. Tighten it up. And let's get a pin pusher like this. And now when it is in position number 1, you can see a small pin over here, and you need to press just lightly, all right? And the crown stamp will come off. Now let's get the watch back. Still working perfectly. Now what we need to do is get the case. So let's place this one here. For now, let's get the case. Right, here is the case. Let's open up the bracelet. Let's place this one here. Now the bracelet is open. Open this up. All right. Now what we need to do is take out the gasket. So take out the gasket and place it inside the gasket lubricant. So leave it there. Twist it a few times and leave it. All right, so now what we need to do is we need to clean. Oh no, firstly we need to take out this movement holder. There. Clean it up. Take the crown out. Now clean up the front. Again. Now let's take out the dust away. And let's make sure everything is clean. So, clean it very good so that no spot of dust is left inside the watch. And this one too. Now, what we need to do is we need to place this one inside. 3 o'clock is here. Let's take a look if anything is here, if any dust is here. Clean it if so. Clean the hands a little bit. Looks perfect. Now place it inside. Oop. So now let's take out the crown stamp. Let's screw it in. Oops. I should do it with the other hand. All right, now it's working. So now position number 1, let's measure. 5.1 we need to cut. Let's remove it. Let's move this out of the way a little bit. Let's remove the crown. Place it here. Exactly 5.1. So, get our crown cutters, some flat head cutters, and this. Alright, so it is straight. Let's cover it so that our pieces don't fly out. Let's cut. Now let's file this down. And you can feel it when it is smooth. So let's try and see if it goes in. It does. Screw it back in with some flat heads here, flat in the head. Let's grab it. Now we need to screw it down tight. Fully tight. Now we need to place it back in. Now it is in. We can wind it. We can change, wind, screw it in. Let's close this up a little bit. Apply this. Without the gasket, so that we only are testing it, all right? Not too tight. Now, this doesn't screw down for some reason. Maybe it is. Take it out. Let's unscrew it. Let's test. Okay. We need to cut just a little bit more. Just a little bit more. A very tiny bit. For this, I will use my other cutters. I'll use these. So, let's cut just a tiny bit off. Get that piece of metal so that it doesn't fly away. Now let's do this again. So let's apply it here. Screw it down. Super tight. Place it inside the watch again. So now we can screw it down. Everything is working perfectly. Let's give it a blow. Let's install this, the movement holder. Let's install the gasket. Ooh, the gasket fell out. So let's do it again. And now let's install this. The case back. Now what we need to do is let's clean this up. Watch is working. Now what we need to do is install the bezel. Finally. I thought this is gonna be under 1 hour build, but it's nearing the 50-minute mark. So I'm sorry about the thing not fitting properly, but what can I do? It's always better to cut it short than to cut. It's always better to cut it multiple times than once bad, you know. Now we remove this. Make it so that it's there, right? No dust over here. Let's have the view, but I had to align this. So give it a few pushes. The watch is still working, which is very good. So should be tight now. Now let's move it around, working perfectly. So now we have that one done. Now let's screw this in place well. Let's take our biggest one. So this, and I'm gonna do this off camera because I need to hold it tight. So this watch is tight, let's see. All right, so now let's do this. Let's apply the thing. Now we need to put in the screw. So, screw in place. Tighten it down. The watch is done. The watch looks amazing, I swear. And the quality of the case and the bracelet is just crazy. So this, wait, I'll show you here. This is how the watch looks. This is how the watch looks now. So here you have it.